Hi everyone, welcome to PoleCast. Oh, our Halloween special. Ooh, it's October and I have my beautiful friend, my favorite. My girl, Shalom.
Hi.
Welcome to PoleCast.
Thank you. I'm so honored to be here, that you would want me to be here.
Oh, absolutely.
And we've been trying to do this for so long.
You
long. Asked me so long ago, and it's just time.
I'm just so happy to be here with you.
Me
It's
too.
finally happening.
I'm so excited.
Literally. So I just want to get into it.
Okay.
I want us to basically get to know you, who you are. Tell us about yourself.
Okay, should I start from like how I got into dancing?
Yes.
Okay, so
how did you get into it?
It was actually kind of like a necessity, I guess. Like I was living in New Mexico. That's where I'm from, is New Mexico, and I was kind of in a hard situation. Like I was living in a house that I was like kind of renting from one of my family members, and we were like in a tumultuous situation, and they were like threatening that I like wouldn't be able to live there anymore. And so I was like, no, I'm not gonna become homeless. So I had a friend who had worked at this club, and I had worked at like a Hooters for a little while, but it was really bad. I'm not a good Hooters girl, you guys.
Hooters didn't even like me, girl. At least you got to work there.
They didn't like me either, though. It was funny because when I got hired, I had short hair, and then I show up and they were like, "Are you gonna grow your hair out?" And I was like,
"It's so unique, it's fiery. What in the world?"
Yeah. So in order to get hired, they made me promise that I would grow my hair out.
Absolutely not.
I didn't. But anyways, I had a friend who was like working at the club that I had started at in Texas, in El Paso, Texas, and so yeah, I kind of just like called the guy, and I was like the owner, and I was like, "Can I come work?" And he was like, "Well, you need to come audition." And I was so nervous.
It's so nerve-wracking.
I was so nervous. Like,
even now, I can't even do an audition.
No, me neither now. And I was wearing like a crazy outfit. Like I had fishnets on and like a one piece. Nothing like I would wear now. And I didn't even have regular stripper heels.
At least, like literally, how do you even find that stuff for some time? Like I think back then, with looking for a fit.
Yeah, like how would you know too?
Yeah,
like, where do you go?
What is
where
sexy?
Do you go?
Let me look.
Oh, and I remember too. I had it on underneath my clothes, right? Because I didn't know what like the interview was gonna be.
Yeah,
and it was like an interesting club because it was like a mass interview. So I show up and there's like 10 or 15 other girls there waiting, and we're all nervous, right?
Yeah,
we're all like, we're like all waiting. We're like nervous, and he like takes us into the back room, and he was like kind of a sleazy guy.
Oh no.
Yeah, and he was like telling us all about the club, right? And he was like, "You guys are gonna do great here." And I was like, "Okay." And we didn't even dance. Like he didn't even make us dance or like.
So you just like walked around the stage?
I didn't know. I just walked into the office, girl. I didn't even get in.
Oh,
I didn't.
wow.
Yeah, I was wearing sweatpants and everything, and it was like 10 of us in the office.
Like a lineup. They did like a lineup. Oh,
and he was like, "You're all good." And then we had to sign all this paperwork.
That's
right?
like the most common thing I've heard in cities. And you line up.
And it was like a small town.
Oh wow.
It was weird. It was
and you're doing lineups.
Well, it wasn't really like we were just sitting there.
Right.
And
like he's just like you.
He was like, "All of you are good," and then and then I remember he was like, "You can come back," and I was like, "Okay." And I lived an hour away from the club at the time, and I had like met. He was like, "There's this other girl who lives in your town, and she's gonna pick you up," and I was like, "Okay," and he gave me her number, and she picked me up, and she like became my mentor. She's who I learned about dancing from. And yeah, she picked me up and took me to the club, and
mentors are always a big thing.
Yeah,
like there's always someone who might want to take you in a wing. I feel like back then, not now. I feel like literally Hunger Games.
Well, she didn't even really like teach me was the thing. I kind of just like watched her. She like was like, "All right, here you go," and then I watched her just like make a bunch of money, and I wasn't making money at all at first. I was not good.
Me neither.
I was not good. I was nervous. I was shy. I didn't know like how to dance, how to talk to people,
how to function,
how to wear the heels. Like I didn't know what to do, and so like for the first 2 years of dancing, I was mostly just like stumbling around.
Me too.
And I was watching girls. I was like studying like how they worked, what they did, where they went, like how they talked to people. Like some girls worked at booths. So I was like, I can't do that.
Which is super strategic. It really helps. I feel like you can really absorb how everybody's so different.
Yes.
No one's style is the same.
I didn't know that. Like when I first came into the clubs, I thought it was like everybody had like the same method or the same like, you know, way of making money, and I realized that's not how it is.
Completely different.
Like how you make money is not going to be the same way how I make money.
Exactly. There's some people who are flipping in the air like Michael Jordan, and there's people who are literally twerking their way to the money. Like,
and I'm never flipping in the air. I'm never doing it. I'm really not. I got on the pole the other day for the first time in like 3 years.
She could do it.
And I bruised myself. Look at that.
Sensual. She's sensual. It's a sensual dance.
I can do the splits.
Oh, girl, yeah, I can't.
I can do the splits.
There's no
That's what I
splits
have.
for me. There's
That's
no
what
split
I have.
future.
I have flexibility.
I had a window, and that window has been gone. That window's been long.
But I also feel like you get like, or at least for me personally, I've gotten a lot lazier as the years have progressed.
That's the thing, right? There's a transition where there's your baby dancer, you're learning,
Stumbling.
you're exploring, you're watching everyone else, like you said, your method of how you like encounter your mentor.
Yes.
There's a way where you're like learning, absorbing, trying to figure out who you are.
Yeah, because
that field.
you have to like find your place and figure out how you make your money and how you talk to people and what your vibe is also. Because like I don't drink in the club. I only have drank for like a small portion of my dancing career. So like it's hard for me to be like, woo.
Sometimes it ruins your money. Sometimes it can.
No, yeah.
Many times. And
I've also had it ruin my money. That's like I had like a year where I was drinking and I was like, I'm not even caring about making money right now.
Girl, there was a time where I was drinking so much that I just through the time of it ruined my money. Like I'm trying to talk to someone and I'm about to freaking go to like I can't even focus because I'm like, oh, I feel sick. Like
no,
I can't
that's happened to me one time too. I was in a
like
really long
the spins.
Yeah, I was in a really long VIP one time with a man. He was kind of weird. And that's why I was drinking. That's why I was drinking because he was like really weird. And I remember like I was like turning around to go like sit down on him, and I started to spin all crazy. And I was like, okay, well, I was like, let me just chill.
I had that reverse where I was like on someone. And they were like drunk and lit, and then they get back, and it's like the spins. You could see it in their eyes. You could see it in their eyes. Yes. the stress.
I've had multiple times where they had to end a dance because they were too drunk.
Oh yeah.
Where he was just sitting there like this, like.
But I appreciate when they're like, I'm like, oh wait, the payment though. Like, I'm sorry. Before you throw up. So sorry.
Before you get sick and throw up, I'm gonna need that.
I'm gonna do that right now.
You're like, that's gonna be $450.
Like, I'm so sorry.
And then I'll walk you to the bathroom, babe. After.
Absolutely not right now.
That's why I don't like going with super drunk guys, though.
Yeah, I feel like it's either like
it's like a hit or miss.
It's like a real horror movie vibe. Like, you don't know.
If they're a certain level of drunkenness, you have to get the money first, 100%.
100. I've learned my lesson too many times. Like it's a dangerous slippery slope that you do not to be in it. It's not. It's basically they can forget. They can get aggressive.
No, it's more so they get aggressive. They'll be like, I already paid you.
Yeah.
It's like,
what are you talking about?
What are you talking about? Or they'll give you like a $5 and they'll be like, I just gave you $100. No, you didn't.
No, you didn't. Or they'll be like, I gave you $5,000. I was like, what are you?
And then arguing with a drunk man is just they're completely pointless.
Like they're fighting themselves, so it's like, okay, whatever demons you got going on, you go pray, you figure that out.
Yeah.
No, that's not it. But how was your experience in New Mexico dancing?
Well, I never danced actually in New Mexico. Like I'm from Las Cruces, which is an hour outside of Texas, El Paso, Texas.
It's hot, like
girl. It's like just hot. The seasons are hot and then like a little less hot. Like this is like winter time.
Oh.
I mean, it does get down to like 30 degrees when you get up north because it's like close to Colorado and stuff.
Really? Is it like, I would think desert and horseback riding.
It is.
Cowboys.
It is cowboys. That's my mom. My mom grew up on a ranch.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah. I was born in Silver City, New Mexico, okay?
I feel like, wouldn't this be like a culture shock when you came?
It was extraordinarily a hard culture shock to experience. Like, the culture is different, and like the culture of dancing, like the way that the club works here that we are at is so different than the club that I started at.
And they're all so different.
So different. It was a full noodle. Can I say that? A full noodle club? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was a full noodle club.
I started in full noodle.
I did too, and that's how I thought it was, right? But
everybody was just noodled out.
So when I came here to the club that we met at, I was like, oh wow.
Yeah, I would say like our club we met at is a very unique type of club. I would say
super unique.
It stands out. It's different.
Because it's like, okay, I think it's 50-50 gentleman's club and like dance club. Do you know what I mean? Or like stage, what would you call that?
Where it reaches like you need to be an entertainer. You need to be entertaining. You have to be 24/7. It's not just you're going Champagne Room Club. It's not just that. It's a
No.
mixture of both. It's very Vegas, entertainment, and showgirl
Yeah,
city.
It's like crazy
For
'cause
Michigan? Yeah. That's
I was not
insane.
expecting that when I came here.
No, and people still to this day don't even know it exists. Some people I know, they never heard of it in their life.
Me too, and I'm like, what?
Wow.
And it's like in a really
But-
big area. Like,
But how I think, like we've said, even while we're at work,
Mhm.
we will say, "Oh my God, we're entertaining people every day." Every day to them, it's like their bachelor party.
we were just talking about this. Like, it's
like
crazy.
birthday,
And it's just like a Wednesday for us.
It's every day for us.
Yeah, and they're like, "Oh, we're celebrating. We're doing.
We're
this,
24/7.
here." Or they're like, "We're visiting." I'm like, "It's a Tuesday."
It's a Tuesday.
It's literally
It could
Tuesday.
be a Sunday. It could be the most rainiest day of.
Which is what I think is like hard. One of the main things that's like hard about our job is like we're constantly like supposed to be the fun. We're the fun of
We're
the
the
party.
fun.
And then when
we
you're
bring
like,
that,
say you're having like the worst day ever, and then it's Tuesday night, and this is a huge bachelor party, and they're like, "Why are you in such a bad mood?" You're like, I'm sorry. You're like,
yeah.
like
It's true. It's true.
This
We
has happened
literally
to
have
me
to be
before.
like we could have the most like a stressful event happen outside of work, and we're coming in entertaining people, and they're like, "Oh, why are you so sad?" Like,
Yeah.
you need to suck it
No,
up.
this has happened to me before
It's
where
my
someone-
birthday party.
where someone's like giving me money, and they're like, "You look like you're having a terrible time." And it's like,
Yeah.
I am. Thank you.
I am having a terrible time.
You noticed. You did.
Thank you so
notice.
much. I'm definitely having a bad day. Thank you so much.
So that's hard. That's definitely like a skill you have to learn to keep home at home.
Yeah.
And also keep work at work. Not to take work home with you.
Yes, that's a big thing.
Yes.
I feel like a lot of people need to know that. You need to know that you need to compartmentalize and prioritize, because if you're taking what's going on outside of work and you're bringing it into work, it can ruin your whole day, your money, your hustle, your flow. You're only focused on that. It just becomes, it's toxic. It's toxic.
Bad. And
It's
especially,
better to take a break.
yeah, like,
A
and
mental health break for sure.
our work is like 80% your mental health. Like if
Mhm.
you, it doesn't matter if you're the prettiest girl, if you're the best dancer, if your head is not in it, you're not gonna make the money.
It's a party every day.
Yeah, because you have to be in it. You have to be able to talk to people. You have to be able to be on your game and let things like roll off your back, because they're just gonna say stuff to you.
Mhm.
And then when me personally, when I'm not in a good mental headspace, ooh, they get to me.
I
And then
do
I start cussing
terrible.
people out.
I have the worst nights. I have the worst nights when I'm like that. Or
Me
if I'm
too.
like manic, like my mental health is not the best. Like I'm mentally ill. I know, girl.
No, I'm mentally ill. Yeah.
I know.
Welcome to the club.
Literally in channeling that in work, it's not good. It's always the worst times, like to
Yeah.
the point where my safety has been at risk, where I've been drugged in the club. And
Yeah.
I've had a very bad experience.
I've also had a really bad experience like that as well too. It's
It's
just
not all just like what TikTok and social media indicates. It's like quite like you're on your own type thing. Like you can have bodyguards, you have a lot of like people you're paying to help you
Right.
protect you. By the end of the day, you're gonna be the only one protecting yourself with that.
100%. And who you choose to work with, like the
Yes.
customers, like
Yep.
the customers that you choose to
Who you interact with.
that you interact with, like, is 100% on
Even
you.
your coworkers.
Yes.
You could
The
be
coworkers,
working
yeah.
with someone that can steal your money. I've had girls
Yes,
I've worked with,
me
we
too.
share a booth, they won't even give you a dime. Like they act like you were never there.
And
working.
just like people's work ethic, like you are your own business, so each girl is their own business. So when you're working with girls and next to girls, like you understand how they work, which is why I like working with you, because she's super cool and super nice and
Oh
very
my God.
genuine. She's a
We
very
should-
genuine person, and that's how we like got closer, was working together.
Yes, we're like sugar and spice.
Yeah,
Sugar
I
and
mean,
spice.
I'm the spice.
She is the spice, the hair. Like the outfits are tricking you.
I know it is tricking.
I
you
feel
guys.
like we should definitely get into the 3K story.
Yeah. You should. How should we start it?
We should tell them, because we worked together. We made, I would say, a good income for, this is how we did it.
Yes.
A good method.
Yes.
Together. Like being the sugar and spice. Because she was like, hey, for example, we work with this guy. She was already with him, but he was interested to bring me along too. And you
Yeah.
were like, well, he was already drunk, so he was we call them like aggressive customers.
He was
People
aggressive,
who are like
yeah.
touchy or a little bit like they push your limits.
He was like pushing boundaries. I had been with him for like an hour. I had sat with him for like an hour. We had already done a certain number of dances, and he was drunk, and we had to come back down because he wanted to get more drinks. And I was like, okay, cool. Like, let me just take a little break. And he was like, sitting at the bar, and she came up to like chat with me, I think, for a second. And he was like, oh, like, she's so fun. She should join us. And I was like, yeah, she should join us. I was like, she should.
Unexpected. I was like, oh, I didn't think I would be joining in, Okay.
Well, because this is the thing. Like, a dancer could have been rude and been like, no, I don't want you to work.
But I feel like it's more professional when you're like, hey, like, two's better than one. Like,
well, and also sometimes when you have a certain kind of customer too helps the situation like a lot better.
It makes it a lot easier because you're both like dealing with.
And he was just a lot. He was
like someone.
He was an Irish man. Yeah, and he was drinking heavily.
He was already a little lit, so it was like, ooh. But dealing with someone who knows what to do, it makes it a lot easier.
Yeah, and also we're friends. We're super. I like her. I love working with her. So it was a great experience.
Yeah,
and so I was like, she should come with us. And I think you guys, I don't drink, so you guys did like, I think maybe a shot at the bar, right? Yeah. And then
tequila.
And I was like, we should go back upstairs. And he was like, yeah, of course. And then we were upstairs.
Yeah, we were upstairs for a bit, but it was cool. It was like every couple songs we check in. Every couple. Yes. It wasn't just like, oh.
I was like, okay, we're at this much, babe. Like, you got to give us this much more.
It was
like
very much aware. It was on point.
Do you remember that one point when he wanted to do dances with each of us? So like, but I told him he had to pay us $100 each to do that. I don't know why. I was like, no. I was like, if you want one of us to leave, you have to pay us an extra $100.
Professional. Yeah, it was so professional. He was literally like, okay.
Yeah. So
every three, he was like, all right. He was on it.
He was.
So he was not complaining.
He did a set of dances with you while I sat back and I was just like on my phone. I was like hitting my wax pen. I was having a good time. And then we switched.
Yeah, we rotated.
Yeah, we switched for a while.
We'd be like the edge where the trackers be. We're just like on our phones. I'd be like, oh yeah, okay.
And then we would switch and then we would do some together. And then I think we took him back down to the bar to get him some more drinks.
Yeah.
Because he was starting to get mad.
This man was Venmoing like everyone. Like, don't be fooled. This man
he was loving
Venmoing every shot girl. Yeah. Anyone that had a little liquor anywhere.
He was like, do you have Venmo? Yeah, he was like, do you have Venmo? He's like, you have Venmo? We were like, we do.
I got a lot of Venmo. I'm like, oh, okay.
And we were with him the whole night. Up until the end. Up until the last song.
A whopping 3K.
3,000 each.
3,000 each.
It was definitely earned though. Well earned.
Yes. This man really like he picked the dynamic duo. He knew what was going on.
He did.
He knew what he knew.
But
to even get it. I was like, oh my God. I literally, okay, the secret sauce of how he gave it, like he was just sent it. I was like, we just deserve that. I just think that we worked really hard and I just think for our time, you get me, like you get it.
It was funny because she would be, she'd be like so sweet.
And he's like, you're right. I'm like, we had a great time. So I think overall, we deserve that.
And I'd be like, yeah.
He was like, okay.
And he would be like, this is how we would work. He would be like getting aggressive with us, and I'd be like, no, you can't do that.
No. Oh my gosh, she was on
I would like,
set
no.
her boundaries.
And then she would be like, yeah.
Oh my God, yeah, you just can't do that.
We were doing like good cop, bad cop. It was working.
Yes, it was perfect. Because you were like, what the fuck, do not do that.
I'd be like, no.
And I was like,
and he'd be like, oh, okay.
You can't do that, babe.
He was getting all twisted up, and he loved it.
Yeah, I feel like he was like, ooh.
He was like, oh, I'm scared. And then you'd be like,
he was in it for the one.
And you'd be like, yeah, it's okay. And I'd be like, yeah.
Yeah, like, don't do that. But, like, let's keep the party going.
He was having so much fun, though. He had so much fun.
Yeah, he did. I'm like, he lived his best life.
Because he was flying back home the next day.
We gave him, like, a Michigan stamp. Like, he'll never forget. He's never been in the States. So,
no, he was having so much fun.
He had the time of his life. He'll never forget the U.S. from that.
And that story brought us closer.
Literally.
We started becoming like, so much better friends after that. We were like, you know what? Each other.
Yeah, because it wasn't like no weirdness, no awkwardness.
No, it was fun. And it was such a fun night. Like, that's such a privilege when you get to make good money, but it's also like a fun night. Like, even though he was an aggressive customer, I was working with her. We were like smoking, it was fun. It was really fun.
Because you hear a lot of horror stories. I've been in the industry long enough to hear like girls' best friends steal money off of each other in a dressing room.
I've heard that so many times.
That's insane.
Or straight out their bucket.
Yes, I've been robbed many times. I've been robbed 3 times where people take from my bucket.
That's crazy.
Or I had a girl have my money bag and my cell phone. in her hands.
You did tell me about this. I think I remember this. Yeah, that's crazy.
So hard at me how we're looking at each other right now, telling me this is her property. Like, what are you talking about?
I've had girls tell me, like, where their buckets will be next to each other. Like, if they're working at a booth, right, and their buckets will be next to each other, and they'll just, like, take money out of the other girl's bucket and put it into their bucket. Like,
and we're talking about actual buckets, guys.
Like, yeah, actual buckets of money.
In this system of this club, there's buckets where we put our finance, our money, our bag, our property, or our little, like, anything.
Our
like
little
gum,
our water,
gum spray, we'll put it in buckets.
It's so funny when people ask me, they're like, what are you putting in there? I'm like, all my trinkets?
Yeah, it's like the main question is,
I know.
in that club is, what's the buckets for?
I always open it, I'm like, for the money.
But I work in LA where buckets don't exist.
Really?
Everybody's carrying a bag. Like how I normally carry like a
one of those big like drawstring. Okay, see, we had buckets
LA thing.
At my club in Texas too. We also had buckets.
So okay, so they have a bucket system.
Yeah,
so every club is
but
different.
not as much. Like there was not nearly as much stage money where I first started dancing as now. Like this is a very big stage money club.
Oh,
where we work at, not where I was from.
In Vegas, they have YSL bags. They just use their like regular purses.
Really?
And they put this money in there, from what I've seen.
I mean, like, I don't make a lot of stage money because I'm not like a pole princess, so to say. I do more dances.
I've seen people shower her. She's just.
I mean, like,
humble.
yeah, but that's not my main source. You know,
she is a VIP queen.
I'm a dance. Yeah, I'm a VIP queen. So I just have my little clutch, and normally I can put all my big bills in there, and then I'll usually have like a bucket for my. Normally I pay my tip out with my ones.
Yeah, that's the thing. I feel like where people. Either they'd have the buckets or they're VIP queens. They could be just
although
like
some girls, I do see some girls
stage
with like just carrying their money in their hand with their phone. That's crazy. And a lip gloss. That's crazy. I saw a girl doing that the other day, and it's just like her phone, like a Rhode lip gloss, and then like just 20s and ones and hundreds. I was like,
that's risky. Because I feel if you drop something, people will not help you. Or some girls,
I know some girls like tie it to their garter.
Yeah, or they'll put it all in their bra or their underwear.
First of all, I don't want nobody to see.
I've tried that. It does not work for me.
It stresses me out.
I've had ones where it's like my underwear is just filled with ones, and I'm like trying to make it work, and it's all this money falling out of my outfits, and I'm like, this is not gonna work. So
I don't like. Anytime I get a big bill, I want to just immediately put it in my purse.
Yeah,
and I put it right here underneath my arm and squeeze that
I earned that.
Yeah.
I earned that.
Yeah.
What do you feel like? Okay, have you been to more clubs besides New Mexico?
Not really. Like I've only danced in that one club in Texas, and then I've danced at a few clubs here though in the surrounding areas. So like maybe 4. Like when I first came to Michigan, I started out at a different club than I work at now, and I hated it. It was so bad. I did not enjoy it.
I feel like you have to really find what club works for you. They're not all built different. They're different. Like
and the vibe, like I said,
immediately how they see you is your audition. It's not even just you auditioning. It's literally look at you.
Yeah, and like the environment of the girls.
Yep.
I think makes like a really big difference.
And there's always a house girl, aka like a girl who's been working there for a long time.
And she's like the girl.
Yeah.
We know who that is at our club.
Or like territorial. There's just like groups
super territorial, yeah.
They will not let you in.
Cliquey, yeah.
I could try a club, a random club, and it'll be like these girls that automatically
and when you're
like,
on stage,
what
they're
are you
all
doing
giving you dirty looks, and you're like, okay.
Oh, like I just got here, or they're staring at you.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, oh my gosh. It could be a lot with that.
Yeah.
It could be a lot.
So I've danced at a few, but mostly at the club, my home club now.
What do you feel like you could tell someone who is like starting off or like interested in the world? Like, I feel like it's glamorized a little now, but we know
definitely.
that it takes a lot to even get that. Even when us talking about $3,000, like we really worked to get that. And it wasn't just handed it.
Also, like I can't even tell you how many nights I've made no money in the club. I want that to be said. Like I don't like the TikTokers now. I sound like old as fuck when I say that. I'm sounding old. The TikTokers, like talking about dancing and glamorizing it like it's just every night you're making bands, you're making hundreds. It is not like that.
It's not like that.
It's not like
I've left with negative dollars.
I've left with negative dollars.
I've owed.
Can't even tell you how many times.
Literally, I could even having a platform, I still have days where I'm negative.
Well,
I'm
yeah, because
the club.
it doesn't matter. Like
it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter if you're the prettiest girl, the best dancer. There's just some nights where you don't make money. That's just how it is. Because sometimes you're just you're not the vibe, or sometimes you're in a bad mood, or sometimes like it's regulars, or sometimes it's just. It's not how the cookie crumbles. I don't know. Yeah, it's just so many variables. Yeah, variables. Like,
and I feel like it's tailored now with social media. Everybody thinks it's just that simple when it's absolutely not. I've had plenty of times where I'm like, I'm never coming back. I'm never doing this again.
You know, when you be driving home and you're like, I don't even put on music when you're having that bad of a night, and you're just like, I'm never
That's
coming.
how you know I have a bad night. Even because I'm so blessed to have a locker next to her. And
yeah, we're locker buddies.
We're locker buddies. Literally. So if I have a bad night, it's like, hey, how was your night? Silence. Like,
silence. We're
both like
silence. We'll be like,
I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it.
I'm overstimulated, actually.
So for as many good nights as I have, there's probably just as many bad nights or more.
I need to know, what was your like weirdest customer experience? Like,
oh my
like gosh. Like a wild experience.
I don't know. Should I? Okay, so one time I met a guy who did the animation for the Avatar movies.
What?
It was really cool, and he was really creepy though. Weird.
Oh no!
Super weird and creepy. And but he like showed me like some of the like clips of it before. It was like when the new Avatar was coming out. Remember that?
Yeah.
It was like a few years ago.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And
I had to see it in theaters. So trust me, it was not willing. Like, I'm not an Avatar girl.
I wasn't either, but he just like,
that's crazy.
They just start telling you about their life. Yeah. And so he was like, I'm not supposed to show you this. I was like, okay. And then I was like, okay. And then he showed me anyways. And he was super weird and creepy though. But he spent a lot of money on me.
Wow.
Yeah. But he showed me a lot of clips from the movies and
stuff. So you got to see exclusive stuff that no one else saw.
Yeah, it was before the movies came out. Yeah.
The VIP room.
Yeah. Well, no, actually he just showed me downstairs before we even went VIP. He was like, here.
Wow. He was open about it. He's like, Avatar.
He was drinking a lot of Don Julio though. So he was off that Don Julio.
Sharing the wealth. He was like, look, this is my project.
We definitely did at least an hour VIP, maybe more.
Wow. So he spent a lot of money.
He spent a lot of money. He was an interesting, weird little man. So that was cool.
Can I take a guess? 2,000.
A little less, but yeah, a little less.
I mean, like Avatar, he should be spending those bands. Avatar?
Yeah, it was like 18.
What's like $1 million movie or something like that? He should be spending
but he was like, and he was weird. I don't know how to describe how creepy he was. He would just give me creepy vibes. Like he was one of those guys with like a little scraggly ponytail.
Oh no.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
about, like
trust me, I know.
Old guy.
Trust me, I feel like we like some people just have like their customers they attract. Like I would say the most I've ever danced is like older.
Yeah, me too. Older white men.
Opposite. Older white.
Older white. Can I say that? I'm gonna say
older
my
white
clientele.
Men.
That's why also we work together well. I think our clientele crosses over.
Yes. Like I'm always shocked when it's someone that looks as young as me or
me too. I'm like
honestly like
you sure you want to dance with me?
I dance with a lot of women though. I don't. I get a lot of like couples and women.
I do not like couples. I'm like, maybe that's like a controversial take. I'm not a fan of doing dances for couples.
I don't know. I like it because it's like I get it. Like
yeah, you get it because you're in that. You would be
to
coming.
Me, because they're like wanting. They're together, but they're like, oh man, I wish I met her at that time too. Yeah. So it's like I'm in their little throuple. Like I get it. I get it.
Okay. The thing about couples is I feel like they get freaky. Like they're freaky. Yeah, they start getting freaky and they're like making out, and I'm like, okay, and then they start feeling up all on the girl. I'm like, okay, and then she wants to get naked, and I'm like, babe, I have a license to do this.
Oh yeah, that you can't
like,
have.
You gotta keep your clothes on. Yeah, it always ends up being like this whole.
It could be a lot. Like you can't let unfortunately sometimes when people come in, they want to have this like their only night out. They're really wild.
Yes,
but
that's
you
the thing.
Can't let it just go past because I've had plenty of like crazy like customers come in. A girl flip on a pole. She literally almost knocked my motherfucking head off.
She got on the pole?
Yeah, she literally jumped. Like the girl sprint from the freaking chair she was sitting in all the way to the first side of the stage of where we work. She flipped all the way in the air, did a whole trick. And I'm like right there. I was about to do a trick too. So our heads almost canoodle. and I just saw this like blonde lady flipping in the air, and I'm like, and I just jumped down. I was like, what the
Stop.
heck?
I think it's so funny when they
pulled her.
start getting on the stage. They get drunk and they're like,
I want to be on the pole. I'll hear them. I'm like, okay, period, queen. But like,
no, I'll be like, you should sit down. I'm like, you should sit down, babe.
Take a pole class, babe.
One
like,
time I did.
I do it too. Like, it's a good, healthy fit. Like,
I didn't take any pole classes. I started out terrible and I just learned on the job.
I'm self-taught, but like when I retired and I went back into it, I went to a pole class and I like freestyled. I rented out the studio and I like worked on my tricks.
I didn't take a pole class, but I definitely was like actively watching all the dancers and studying them and
That's
like doing
clever.
my own business studies and like dancing studies. So I was like teaching myself on my own accord. And like learning about how to talk to them and dance and what I was like, okay, I think I could do that. I was like, I think that's my vibe. And I would like test stuff out and until I finally found my groove.
To even like teach yourself, that's super rare because
I did teach myself. Everything.
All those different styles, there's no dancer is the same.
No.
The fact that you taught yourself.
And then, yeah, and I ended up in my 8-inch heels era, my clear 8-inch heels.
So yeah, her style, I feel like, because, you know, the underground world, the void, it's all different. You know, our styles are different.
We have completely different
like styles
that work. Yeah,
8-inch clear heels. That's
all I wear.
Easy feet.
That's all I wear. I used to wear different stuff in the beginning. I would like try it out. Now I'm a bikini.
Oh my gosh, I used to wear baby doll dresses.
You used to wear baby doll dresses?
Baby doll dresses.
Girl, I used to wear white boots.
Threw at me. White boots.
White boots.
White
boots.
I used to wear
No, I used to wear tall red boots. Like what? And then I used to wear white ankle boots.
Spicy though.
And like ugly outfits. Like I look back at my first year, 2 years, and I'm like, oh.
There's plenty where I'm like, oh, don't ever post that. That should never be seen. No.
And your memories come up, and you're like, oh,
well, what
like,
choice was that?
Yeah, and you're like, oh, okay,
that
was a choice
for what is it? Full noodles. Full noodles. I feel like, ooh, like now I will never wear anything that's complicated. Hold
Me neither.
on.
I used to wear all this complicated like straps and like
trying to pull it off. I'm like breaking my thong on stage.
My thongs broke on stage.
Have you ever
I've torn a fishnet.
Oh no.
I've torn a fishnet. That's embarrassing.
It just happens so
Or if you're like struggling to get out of it. Like you're in one of those complicated things on stage and you're like, and then the people are watching you struggle.
Yes, they're like,
and then it's like getting embarrassing.
Are you okay? Yeah. They're like, are you okay?
I've like tripped on stage before and someone's like, are you okay? I'm like,
no.
Like, why did you bring it up?
Not in the 8 inches, right?
No, in my 8 inches.
No.
I've always been wearing 8 inches, even in my white boots.
She's unique because she floats. A lot of people don't float as they dance.
I don't know if I
with those heels, yes.
They're heavy.
Oh my gosh. If there was a time where it's like Freaky Friday where we had to switch, girl, there's no way.
I couldn't wear all, like, I get like claustrophobic wearing chokers. If I had to wear your chokers, I would get claustrophobic.
Oh yeah, I do wear chokers. I
get headaches. If I had to wear your headbands, I would literally be in a headache in 2 seconds.
I do wear like chokers with my name on it.
You wear all these cute, teeny, weeny, little itty bitty that my body is just not built to wear the same kind of outfits that her body is.
Literally, I feel like you got cute. Like
I do, but like. Okay, you know, there's different kinds of dancer outfits.
Yes,
that, like,
there's dresses.
Flatter, different kind. You know, fishnets, and I don't do
That's the most popular.
I don't do fishnets anymore.
Butt plugs was a thing. Butt plugs used to be the thing.
I actually
you can't. I would know. Girls would be like, I can't go out there until my butt plug.
I feel like that's old school. Because I remember.
Is that crazy?
Yeah,
I was like, girl, you shoving that in.
Would be like, oh, I gotta put my plug. They would do those crystal ones.
Yes, they were not playing.
My club I started at, yeah.
I'm not going out there till my butt plug is in.
Some girls at my full.
It was serious.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Because some girls at my full noodle club that I worked at, they would be like, just naked, heels, and a butt plug.
In Texas, that's like most common.
That's the outfit. That's the it girl outfit.
There's no clothes in Texas. I was like, wait, huh?
I saw my friends here, like, whenever I would dance there, at like, by 1 a.m., I would just be fully noodle.
Fully noodle?
Just shoes and noodles.
At my full noodle club, I never wore a top, girl. That's how I was making my money. I literally walking around like...
When you have to get...
You want to dance?
Yeah.
You want to dance? Like, it works.
No, because it works. At the end,
it worked. I didn't know how to hustle. I didn't know how to talk to people. I was just like... I don't know how to do this.
I didn't know how to talk to people either. I didn't know that there was like a way that you like got.
You found a way to like talk to people.
I did. It's like a learning curve. That's on the job learning curve though, so it sucks. Like you have to just
take it.
Yeah, you have to just take it.
Sometimes like someone will reject me, and I'll just go to the person right next to them.
Me too. No, sometimes I go down the bar.
I went, okay, well. I used to be like, I could never talk to anyone. I'm hide.
Or I think like the biggest change for me is like when someone rejects me, I used to be like embarrassed that I would go up to someone else and the person who rejected me would like be seeing me go up to someone else. Girl, I don't care now. I'll go up to a whole group of guys. That guy said no, I'm gonna go to you. I'm gonna go to you because who do I care? I'm never gonna see you again. Why do I care?
That's so true. I feel like but
that was like a lesson I had to learn. And it also translates into my life. I feel like there's so many things that I learned about myself in the club that have translated into who I am as a person and allow things to roll off my back way easier than they would have before. Because I'm a sensitive.
And you have a unique experience because you are at the process of transitioning. I
am. I'm hoping to officially transition out within a year.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Thank you. I'm very excited for a new chapter.
A new chapter. Because it can't be forever. You got to put down the heels eventually.
Well, I feel like some people, like, they really enjoy it. And then it's like, if that's amazing for them, I wish I did. I don't enjoy it. And I never really did, like I said, because the way that I got into it was more like a necessity. Like I had to because of my life circumstances. And then I made the best of it. But then I sort of got like caught up in it and the ego and my money and
that's the lore you have to go through that.
No, you have to, and then you have to
the cycle of
and and then my self-worth was like wrapped up in my money, which it never had been before. I'd never had that.
I used to like have a little mental breakdown if I didn't make $1,000.
Me too. No, me too. I'd be like, oh, like you're just not worth
it. That's
like,
how we could relate to each other because we would literally be like, I make 1,000.
I'd be like, what? I mean, don't get me wrong. I still am irritated if I don't make $1,000 at work, but I don't let it like. It's not like, me.
Breakdown. I would literally be like, I can't.
Or
do
just
this.
like I feel like I like really was like my self-worth as a person was like in my money. I'm like, okay, you're not a good person because you didn't make money, and that's not.
The Players Club said it like, make your money, don't let it make you.
Yeah,
like,
and I 100% agree with that. That is like a cliche but true statement.
It's so true, but it's so hard to like fight that when you're in it long enough.
I tell people it's like
it consumes you.
Have you ever seen like this is gonna be such a nerdy reference, but like the Percy Jackson movies where they like it's like Greek mythology where they go into that casino and they're like stuck in that casino and they like give you these treats and you're like stuck in there and it only seems like it's been a day but it's been like 5 years.
That's a perfect example.
That's what it feels like dancing. And you're like and then when you step outside you're like
whoa.
Like, especially when all your friends are dancers or cocktail waitresses or work in nightlife in the industry. It's like a whole world. It's a completely different universe. And then for me, recently, I've been like going back out into being myself, me, Shalom, out just completely outside of the club. And I was like, whoa, we've been in a bubble in here.
Yeah, it really does be like that where there's no time there. There's no clocks.
No, there's no windows.
Club you go to, there's no windows, no clocks.
And especially if you're working multiple days a week and it's nights, like you're not really awake in the day.
A week is a year there. A week is a year. Things are different.
It's so weird.
You walk in those doors, everybody's different. Someone hates someone else.
Yeah.
It's just a different
And then people's
ballgame.
Personalities are different in the club.
And out of the club.
And out of the club, yeah.
You could be like, wow, this person's really cool. I really F with them. And then all of a sudden you're hanging out.
And you're like, wait, I don't like you at all as a person.
Yeah, you don't match, or you get into some dangerous situations.
Yeah.
I've had plenty where people are calling up, asking for me at different clubs. Like, you really can be friends with someone, do a lot for them, but you don't know what their intentions are for you.
Yeah, that's also a hard lesson I learned about.
With boundaries.
Yeah, really boundaries in the club and setting boundaries with friendship and being vulnerable and like It's like dog eat dog world in there. It's so cliche, but it's so true.
What advice would you give for someone who will want to work with someone in a club or like booth situation? Because those
like work in a booth.
Yeah, like tag teaming. I feel like with
here's the thing. Like I feel like it's like you have to understand the respect of like if there's money on the ground you cannot go to a booth if there's like already or you know what I mean if there's already a section unless that person like say the guy in the booth gave you money on stage or something and if you came over you would definitely have to talk to the girls that are already there and be like hey is it okay? Like maybe ask them if they want to move their money already to the side, or you have to acknowledge that they were already there though. You have to acknowledge that. You can't just like.
You've been a dancer for how many?
5 years.
5 years. And I feel like with like people who are just starting and stuff, they don't even know what that is.
You're not supposed to go up to
they're just going by.
You're not supposed to go up to customers that are already with dancers. That's extremely disrespectful. I just got mad at somebody for doing that a couple days ago.
I feel like a lot of like people who are new don't know that, or people who,
which I definitely got yelled at. One of my first shifts that happened to me, I got yelled at by a dancer, and I was like so scared, and then I never did it again.
Oh, I've had a girl do it to me, and I had to check her. That's how I earned my respect to my original club.
Really?
Yes, she was talking to customers while I was on stage, and it got to a point where
so rude.
She was bold enough to cut me off while I'm talking to one at the bar. So I went, okay, well, I'm just going to check you. So I followed her into the dressing room and went, hey, I'm just going to let you know right now, you're not going to do that. Like, if you do that again, we have a problem. We will fight right here. So you need to never cross me again. Don't do anything like that. I'm just letting you know. We can fight about it right now.
I would love to see you say that to somebody. Like
I said it in that voice like that.
I was like, ooh.
Like really calm like this. And my, a vet dancer, she was in a back getting dressed, and she went, oh, come over here. She's like, that was a lot of like, that's really bold of you to like check her like that. I was like, well, if she wasn't going to fight me, then what was the point of that? She did too much. I wasn't going to let her like walk all over me. And she was like, well, I respect that. You can sit with us now. Because over there in that club,
you got the respect from the vet. Ooh.
With the dressing room, like over there, if you're on the right side, you're the oldest, the vets. And the baby dancers are on the far towards the bathroom.
You got to sit on the right?
I got to sit with the right all the time after that. I was like, period.
And we've known each other for, how long have we known?
Oh,
4 years.
Gosh.
I think 4 years. Since I moved here.
A long time. What was your first impression of me?
I always thought you were so cute. She would wear these ears. She would wear these cute. She still does wear her ears. Yeah, and it was like color coordinated because you would wear like pink and black. And
I was like, switching it up,
And you had shorter hair, and she would be on the pole like crazy. So I was like, okay. And her body was tea. So I was like, this girl's body's tea, and she's nice, and she's cute, and she was so friendly. She's so friendly to me.
Oh, thank you.
And I was also like very naive to the clubs at that point. I'd only been dancing for like a year, and then she was just very sweet to me. She's always been so sweet to me.
My first impression of you is that you were like fiery. Like you were really real. You were like, you stand on business.
I do stand
You're
on business.
not there to play games. You were about your money. And I was like, wow, she's a hustler. And I really respect that.
Thank you. I feel like I earned that title because I didn't always used to be a hustler. I was definitely like not. I was like doing terrible.
That's a hard earned thing to get. A lot of people don't even get to hustler status. They're just navigating through it or flowing through it. Wow, there's a method. You're finding your own personality to get to that. That's really.
But you're also a hustler. See, what I liked about you is you're a low key hustler. She is like a sly fox. Like she's like making like she's like, oh hi, she's got like 2,000 in her purse, and I would be like, oh, I'd be like, okay. I was like, okay.
But I feel like you're the same way.
No, but we are the same way because we're like VIP. Queens, yeah. So like the thing about girls who do VIP dances, you never really know how much money they're making.
There's different methods. I would say every club has like a different girl. There's a pole girl. There's a stage girl. She only does stage.
I do not do stage.
We're like more people who we sell. We're sellers.
Or like time. Some people just want to sit with you downstairs and give you money down, like not in VIP, like just chat with you and give you like buy you dinner. Yeah,
we're giving that girlfriend experience.
That girlfriend experience.
That's why
it's so fun when it overlaps and we get to like work together.
I know. We should have more of that.
We should before I retire fully. We need to we need to hit another duo, a few more duos.
And I feel like that's like you're going out with a bang either way. Do you feel like you're gonna go out with like a really big money night, or how do you feel like?
I don't know. It could go either way. I feel like I could have just such a bad night that I'm like, I'm never going back here ever again. No, I think it's more like
those freaking heels. No, they need to throw as much as possible.
I feel like I already know that I want to leave, and so I'm gonna go out with a bang mentally. Like I'm leaving by choice of like I'm just ready for a new time. And I'm ready to make a big bag before I go, though. I mean, we're not leaving quite yet. We're not leaving quite yet. We have a little transitional period.
A big bag.
What about
a dynamic duo? Yeah.
What about you? Like, are you transitioning out anytime soon?
I would say, When I do, because I have a big goal. Big goal is to be able to travel to all the clubs I want to go to. I haven't hit
I've
all my
wanted to do that
spots
too.
yet.
I've never travel danced, and that was like kind of on my bucket list. But then I'm like, I don't know.
That's my before retiring. That's my plan, to hit up those just to say I did it.
That's what I want to. Just to say I did it.
Just to say I did it. So I want to, even though there's some clubs where I totally get it. Where, for example, a jacuzzi. VIP
Yeah,
club,
I've
where
heard
they're like,
that. I've heard
is
that.
that like Clint? I know it's like, ooh, is that,
Or like showers. I've heard that they have like this. Like some clubs have
hygienic?
like. Probably not. Is a jacuzzi like really hygienic anywhere though?
I know, right?
At a Motel 6.
I just want to experience it.
No,
You
me
get
too.
Me,
Me too. Like, or I've seen like some clubs they have like video games in the VIP.
That's so fun.
I know. We don't have like champagne rooms or anything.
I've been to clubs where they have beds, like, and I would sell the beds sell themselves.
Well,
All it takes is there's a bed in there, a big bed. And
There's a bed in there, and then you're just in there, and
it's
then
huge.
just me talking about my life on a bed.
That's me.
No, but they
I
like
used
that.
to be secret number 3, secret room number 3. Yeah.
Really?
Because I would steal that room all night. Like people would
now
not.
you
get in
having
that
your
room.
own designated. Like they
Number
know you're gonna go in that room.
Yeah, I finally gave it up. Finally, I retired it. But secret number 3, it's been about 4 years of secret number 3. So.
Wow.
Yeah, it was needed. We needed that.
So you're still gonna be in the game for a minute.
Just for a minute. I need to make sure I
Need a
get
little more time.
all
Need a little more
my the things the Wills wants. I don't want any regrets. I want to,
I agree.
life is short. I want to live it the way I'm already in it.
You're in it.
I might
And
as
you're
well
Betty.
like see it through to the end.
And also, like, this is the
I've
thing.
been riding a secret way.
If you enjoy dancing, it's like totally plausible to do it long term. If you love it, like I just don't. It's not. My heart isn't in it anymore.
It's not a one size fits all.
No, it's
and
definitely not.
You got into it because survival.
Yes, 100%.
Literally, so a career out of it, like.
Yeah, I'm just not. I want to like work with animals.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, I want to work. My dream actually is to own like a ranch, a big piece of land, and have horses. And I would like to partner with like a behavioral health clinic or like a center that works with children with autism or neurodivergent children and do like therapy with the animals. So like the people could come and do horseback rides and like with maybe like goats and pigs, and they would all be like rescues from like abusive situations, maybe like senior dogs too and things. And we'd have all this land, and it would be like sort of self-sustaining. Yeah.
I love that.
That's my dream. I'm putting it out there too.
You literally have a goal, a plan. I feel like, dancing definitely isn't a one size fits all shoe. It's not.
But it's definitely
it's different for everyone.
I want to give it its flowers though. It has definitely shaped me into the person that I am today and given me so many life skills and taught me so much about myself.
It's built my confidence.
Me too.
I feel like it's built your
100%. My confidence and how I think about myself.
Yeah.
And my time and my worth. And dating is completely different now.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think it's like a beautiful, wonderful mess that it has a lot of positives and just as many negatives. So it's like such a mixed bag for me. I'm very thankful, but also like
it's a good with a bad with it for real. Yeah.
It's a hard job.
It's not easy.
It's not for the faint of heart.
You just make $3,000 every night.
No, you don't. Sometimes you make zero. Sometimes you make negative $100.
And the word of sharking is very much true because you have to shark sometimes.
Well, that's another thing. I just don't like how like you have to be now. Like you have to like shark.
It's so
very
harder
much.
Now with.
And I don't like that. I don't even have the
age.
energy to do it. I don't have the energy to like. It's just so much mentally. I don't have it.
It's not. A lot of people aren't team players no more, so it's a little bit like a different.
And this
dynamic.
is the thing. If like no one's a team player, you're not gonna make any money if you're not a team player either. So like you have to. It's like you have to start doing it too if you want to survive in the club world. It's like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like everyone will just walk all over you. Which they do. If you don't do anything, like you just won't make money.
And like you said, you have to be careful with who you're stealing with because people could steal or they'll cut you out of the money or find a way to give you as little as possible. And that's like really messed up. Even if you're really close. It's like when it comes down to that work, that lifestyle, like people will cut you off for any amount.
Yes.
You have to be really careful of who you're close to.
It's like crazy because you like it is about the money for most people. Like money is the main priority for most people in there. Not everybody, but A lot of
people.
And you
It's
realize
survival
that. Especially if you're like
always.
yeah. Especially if you're like a very I'm like a very vulnerable, or I felt very vulnerable when I started.
Very sensitive
and sensitive, like genuine. Yeah, like I was like having my raw, open heart out there, and I was like, whoa, okay, like I was like, girl, you better reel that in quick. Like what? And I learned we're better at that now.
Yeah,
boundaries.
That could be hard there because you'd be like, wow, we're really going through the trenches here. Like you're understanding.
Yeah, it's like bonding. Yeah, and you're like, oh, that's my great friend. And then
we're
it's like,
warriors and thongs here. Yeah. We're
warriors and thongs. I really like that. I like that. Warriors and thongs.
Yes, the stairs. Like we be climbing for our lives. Like
we do be climbing for our lives. We have a lot of stairs at the club we work at.
Yes, not all of them have that, but this one is like six stages of pain, like you're on your feet. Like it's not,
especially on our like event nights that we have, and all 3 of our floors are open.
It's, dare I say, Vegas level.
It's almost diabolical how much you
trained me for Vegas.
I've never worked in Vegas. I'm like, but I'm scared. Like I feel like it's it's a lot. I feel like it's a lot happening.
And because of where we work, it's like mini Vegas. When I went there, I was like, oh, okay, well, there's a lot of stairs and stuff. Just like this.
Okay. Yeah, we have a lot of stairs where we're at right now. So I think we're built.
We're built. We're built.
If I had went just working at the club I started at, no way. I don't think. Like my club that I started at is like a dive club.
The one in New Mexico, right?
In Texas.
In Texas?
Yeah, it's like it's like actually big. It's like a big club, but it's not like nice. Like it's like dingy and
different rules. Same.
Yeah,
like
well, it was full noodle, but we didn't sell alcohol and we didn't sell food, so it's just dances.
But there are so many places that don't sell alcohol.
I know it's like a Texas thing, I think, right? Like if you, or maybe it's a thing in general, where like if you're full noodle, you can't sell alcohol, right?
I think so. Yeah, that's why. And I think
it was BYOB.
That's why we're also so. I think me and you adapt to like selling VIP. Like
I agree
because
that's all there is to do.
Sometimes you can't eat, you can't get your chicken wings, or you can't.
Actually, I found it harder when I came here to Michigan, and like people were like, "Well, I want to eat and I want to watch the game."
It does make it tougher.
I'm like, why? I'm like,
because full noodles, they're like, there's nothing else to do.
Yeah, there's literally nothing else to do except get a dance. Yeah. And then there's just like these little tables, like circle tables that look like practically like folding chairs. They're not, but they look like it. Like, and it's just all these guys with like a bottle of Jack Daniels and twisted teas that they brought. And it's like all there is to do is sell dances.
So you're BYOB. I've been to one of those once. So that's really different.
And it was like weird. I thought it was
no alcohol.
Oh, just no alcohol, period?
No alcohol.
Oh, girl.
Like they're
how does that work?
They're just doing dances.
Just sober, like.
They're just.
just sitting there like. And you're just like, do you want to get a dance?
That's all they're doing. They're just getting freaking dances. That's it.
Okay, that's kind of iconic.
But BYOB, I feel like that would bring a lot of customers in. Like I would be interested in BYOB. I'd bring my wine, you know. I'd be like,
I mean, don't get me wrong. When I would go back, for the first like few years that I lived here, I would go back and work there, and I would make good money. Mm-hmm. But it's just different. It's like more work. People spend less money at a time. Like here, you would get one person that you would make all your money from sometimes.
Yep.
There, it's like you gotta go to.
We have that commonality of sometimes there's like one person that makes your whole.
Oh, that's the best. Like that time we had that guy for the 3,000. Yeah, it was amazing. Guy. Just from one guy.
That was one night. Yeah,
that's the best. Those nights where you just make your money from one guy, amazing. And especially when he's really nice.
Oh my god,
those are the best.
I just like. They're so rare now.
I feel like anytime that's happened to me, they've always been from out of town, and then I never see them again.
I know, and it's like, what the heck? Like I feel like having a wild night or biggest money making night is not as common as it used to be.
I agree.
But everybody's like in a
we're in a recession. Position. We're currently in a recession. The economic status is definitely affecting our workplace.
I have a lot
of
the
disposable income, I think, in general.
Yeah, I have a lot more. They're more scared, or they don't want to spend as much. And I'm like,
more scared.
You think I'm gonna stalk you, or like what's going on?
I just feel like I used to have. Like, I agree. I feel like people would spend more at a time. Like now, people are spending less and less at a time. Even my regulars, like that I've had for a long time, they just don't spend nearly as much as they used to.
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah.
How do you even get a regular? A lot of people.
I don't know. I haven't had like tons of those. I've only had a few.
Don't you think they're like different? Like they're
hard to like
usually. Like sometimes they come in all the time and then they have periods where they disappear.
Yes.
And then
Yeah, I agree. Like, okay, I've had a regular where I would see him like once every few months maybe, like, and I've seen him like 3 times. I've only had one regular where he would like come in a lot, and I don't really like him that much anymore. He used to spend a lot. He used to spend like at least $1,000 every time I would see him. Now
period.
he doesn't, and he just like talks so much, and he thinks that we're gonna date, and he always is trying to date me, and I'm like, this has been years at this point. You know we're not gonna date.
A lot of people come in there wanting a relationship.
They think they can like wear you down. Like they think that if they come see you,
sinister ulterior motive.
Don't you think?
I do think that like they want to wear you down,
especially
like,
regulars. That's why I feel like it's hard for me to keep a regular, because I'm like,
it always
babe,
leads to
this
that.
is never gonna happen.
You're absolutely right. Yeah. You're absolutely right. It's not a one size fits all with it.
No, absolutely not.
Do you feel like there's any like club secrets you could share?
Club secrets,
like for like I would say for people who are
like want to talk to people.
Yeah, like a behind the scenes truth that people need to know.
I don't know. Now I'm like on the spot. I can't think. I'm like a behind the scenes truth. I think like the best piece of advice that I could give to somebody if they're going to start dancing is to not get attached to what people say, good and bad. Even in the small little minor interactions that you're having with customers. So like if you go talk to somebody and they're rude, whatever. Go to talk to somebody else.
Gotta
and they're
keep
rude,
going.
Whatever. Yeah. And it sounds like
That's
a small piece of advice, but I feel like it really helps.
It's so
because
needed.
then when you hit the guy that you're like really talking to, you're still in a good mood and you can still like be yourself. But also, I would say this too, don't tell them too much about your life, because then they will start to give you advice about your life. Don't do that.
Oh my gosh, you're right, projection.
Yeah. Just like, I have a way where like you can say things, but you don't need to give details, because they don't need to know that.
Yeah, they don't.
You're trying to sell a dance, baby. You don't need to know. You don't need to know shit. You don't need to know shit about me. And men want to talk about themselves. So I always redirect the question back to them. Every single time, because you want to just get them talking to them about themselves.
Yeah, because sometimes they can ruin your money. I have plenty of people. Plenty of times I overshared. And boom,
and then they tell me something, and then I get actually upset. Then it upsets me really bad.
It affects their personal, because they're there for entertainment.
Exactly.
And you have to like remember, even though like you're the entertainer, you can't blur the lines fully like that.
So that's actually probably one of my biggest pieces of advice. Is like, don't tell them too much about your life, and just redirect back to them. They want to talk about themselves. Get them talking about themselves, because they love it.
I'm also excited about your next chapter.
Thank you. I'm excited too. I'm not really sure exactly what's ahead, but I am about to finish my license, my cosmetology license, and get that. And hopefully I'll be doing something in there, hair, nails maybe. And I'm just excited to be me outside of the club, I think, mostly. That's
I love that, though.
My most excited thing.
You have your awareness of all your identities with it, you know?
Thank you.
Sometimes it, like we said,
I've definitely lost myself in dancing a little bit. And I found my way back. I think that's why I'm here now. But you can definitely lose your way. It's very easy.
Yeah. Even when you met me, I was in a very dark place.
We both were in a very dark place. And we're in a way different place now, both of us.
Yes. I feel like it took some time, but in a way, like us going through the experiences with
and it led us here. And we're much better friends now, and I love it.
We're better for it, and we're stronger for it.
We're stronger.
Besties. And I just really appreciate you coming to the Polecast and
thank you.
I'm your story with us today.
I'm so honored that you wanted to have me.
Oh my gosh, yes, for the longest time.
And I'm so glad to be here and talk with you. And I could talk for hours. Like I could.
Yeah, we're yappers.
I could talk for hours. So anytime I can come yap with you.
No, I really appreciate it, because I love it, because we're like real friends.
We are
co-workers.
She'd be falling asleep on my couch.
Over a cute doggo, yes.
Yeah, she
Sex
does.
in the City.
Sex in the City.
I'm getting her on Letterboxd, guys.
Yeah, I'm
getting her there.
I need to start letterboxing. We need to watch Showgirls.
We're her there. Okay, you're gonna follow her Letterboxd.
Yeah, follow my Letterboxd. I'm about to create.
Follow her Letterboxd.
Yeah,
okay. Because you're not gonna just see my rants. You're gonna see both of ours. We're gonna be combining forces.
We're gonna rage bait on Letterboxd together.
Yes,
1 star, terrible.
1 star, negative. Don't watch the Nun 2. I'm telling you.
Don't watch it.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. I had so much fun.
And literally, you gave a lot of great advice today.
I hope so. I hope I didn't just ramble.
No, we're matching. We got this. We did this.
So thank you so much. I had so much fun.
Bye, you guys.